Alright, we're back here. Sorry, last video I got cut short. Phone had lost space, but let's get into that actual battle. With the help of Nagus Tekev Hamatno, commanded by the right wing Ras Alu on the left, and Ras is smoking. Rastafari father at the time. And Mengista at the center, with Ras Mikhail and the head of the Ormo Calvin. The emperor and his consort remained with the reserve. The Ethiopians' forces positioned themselves on the hills overlooking the city of Adwa. Overlooking Adwa Valley, excuse me. And I love that. They positioned themselves on the hills. On them Ethiopian hills, the Zion hills. As they waited for Babylon, as they waited for the Romans, the Catholics, the Italians, who didn't know what they were coming into. They were caught in crossfire. They were exposed and vulnerable to crossfire. They had them surrounded, basically. So it's like understanding geography. That goes to show where when you know your land and you love your land, you know how to use it. That's such a major advantage, you know. The battle was over and the Ethiopian victory was the shot heard around the world. You know, Paul Revere, the Anglo-American story of the shot heard around the world. You know, our brother Ras Jon Far I right here got this right on there. This is the shot heard around the world. You know, this was the shot. Because it had put a dent in the so-called European white supremacy, as the white army suffered such a loss that they had not, since the time of Hannibal of Carthage, the great black general who beat the Romans before in North Africa and Italy. And I will get into that. In Europe, many countries came to make peace treaties with Menelik II. So, how did this third world country that's still living in them old times, that really don't have no advancement in weapons because they're not cannibal people, you know, they're not the seeds of Joseph, you know, focused on war and power, and you know, they had little things. And the victory left a bad taste in the mouth of the Babylon Roman Empire, who vowed to revenge and take another 30 years before Rome attacked the whole Ethiopia again. Life. Alright. In Africa and in the diaspora, the victory was a sense of pride to many. It was a spiritual awakening. You know, they get into all the effects of war and everything, but it gave them a sense of pride. You know, this battle uplifted black people. You know, it was more than just, oh, these people are inferior to us, so we came to try to correct things. You know, that's what they say when they came to take us the first time away from Africa. You know, that's what they're doing now. Oh, they're so inferior. We need to show them how to live. We're going to make them live under this world order, this new order, that spiritual order, because it's about being like them. You know, and this battle was a great theme for blacks at the time. So great. To see a black army, see a white one show hope and promise at a time when blacks and Native Africans were going through the most degradation ever imagined globally. I think that was going into the 1900s, the late 1890s. What's going on here in America with the blacks? What's going on in the Caribbean? What's going on with the rightful people that was taken from their land? It was soon spawn many movements. You know, that's the foundation. You know, Ethiopia is that foundation. That battle was somewhat of a foundation to start these other movements. The Pan-African movement, pro-Ethiopian movements that identified with Imperial Ethiopia, and the Psalm of David that said, Ethiopia shall stretch forth her hands unto Jah. Psalm 69:31 in particular. But all throughout the diaspora, the place in the Americas or the Caribbeans where slaves from Africa were brought and sold, many named groups, organizations, churches, places of worship after this Ethiopia, after their home. The children in the diaspora, the African descendants of the Hebrew slaves. Yes, the Israelites, we the black Jews. Well, this is what I'm going to do for now. You know, I believe I'm going to break this down into like maybe 2-3 videos per chapter. There's 5 chapters. I may do somewhat of a good 10 to 20 videos. This is gonna have its own series. You know, I'm gonna have other videos. You know, I really want to get in. We start to show more and get into the book. You know, get into reading them daily psalms, our Torah portions like I and I teacher, wisdom yada. You know, but this is it for now. John, sorry for the late wait, but Shalom, Rastafari.